Hello folks, Foxlow here. This is now the start of my X3 Final Conflict, Terran Conflict, not Final Conflict, video series. It's not going to be a let's play as such. I'm just going to show you how I'm going to play this game, because I'm not playing it as a vanilla game. This game was released in 2008, so it's quite old. But it's still good to play now. It's still on Steam. You can get it on Steam. Plus, this isn't the first of the X series. It's, I think, the third one of the X series. You got X Beyond the Frontier, I think. Could be the second. I can't remember, to be honest. But anyway, it's still an old game in 2008. But it's still a very complex game, and I still enjoy it. I haven't played it for 2 years, so in a sense it's going to be a learning curve for me. And this is not going to be a tutorial. Yeah, I will give information out about the game as I'm playing it, and I'm playing it my way, in the fact that I'm not going to play it as a proper vanilla game. I will be playing it with some cheats, a mod which has cheat options in there where I can create anything I want. But I'm not going to be in God mode or anything stupid like that. I'm going to start with the basic ships as well to start with. 1 minute you'll see me, I'm getting used to it again, and then I will then probably create a much more decent ship later on in the series. We'll see. But let's start. I've got no game saves, so I'm starting from scratch. I did have a go in to practice a little bit, so I wouldn't be too newbie, but even though I played it for quite a long time when it first came out, and I got this prior to it being on Steam, so I played this game from its inception when it was first done in 2008, so it's been a while. But anyway, the intro for an old game is really good, so let's start it off. Now initially when you start, you have these options. You have a custom game, which there is no missions involved and no storyline, and these are all storyline games. So within these starter games there are stories that involve which you come across as you play the game. Now if you're starting the game from afresh, you either have the Argon, which is the Argon Patriot, and the Terran Defender, which are normal starts. The Humble Merchant is the easiest start. I'm going to start with the Humble Merchant again. This is how I started initially, and then once you've played this one through, you can start the Argon Patriot or Terran Defender. As you play the game, more scenarios will unlock. I cannot remember them all, I'm afraid, it's too long ago. But anyway, let's get started, and we'll start with the Humble Merchant. And now I'll shut up and let you watch the intro. For those of you that have never played this before, if anybody's actually watching. But again, if one person watches and likes it, that's fine. I'm happy. Anyway, I'll shut up.
Almost a millennium has passed since the last great plague of humankind had been wiped out from the solar system and its precious blue pearl planet Earth. It was a plague so dangerous, a threat so grave, that it spread throughout the infinity of space and eternity of time almost effortlessly to infest the stars. It spread its pestilence to civilizations unknown, devastated the galaxy as if it was just an ordinary body made of flesh and bone falling prey to a mindless virus. And in a sense, it really was a virus created by humankind, one made with the best of intentions, but a virus nevertheless. Von Neumann probes, self-replicating machines, terraformers, Xenon, even the enemy of God. But at its core, it was really only one thing: Artificial General Intelligence, or AGI. Mechanical minds capable of making themselves even more intelligent, and then again and again, recursively forever. The greatest threat to biological life that ever existed throughout the whole universe. The terraformers were cast out from the solar system by sheer luck, just barely, with billions upon billions left dead in their wake. The Earth jump gate was dismantled. Legislation was put in place never to allow AGI to be created again, ever. Humankind never forgot the threat or the lesson of AGI, never ventured to try out this concept once more, not in 1,000 years. But then it was discovered that species from outside the solar system thought differently. The plague of AGI was being released on the universe once more. Again, perhaps with the best of intentions, and again, however, with the deadliest of results. The government of Earth had to intervene, even if it meant Cold War, even if it meant a Cold War between brothers. And intervene Earth did. This escalating conflict would be given a name by historians. Terran conflict.
No, that was cool. I still love that intro. I don't play with the controller, by the way, in this one. I play keyboard and mouse. I used to play with a joystick, but that old joystick's not much good anymore. I tried to use my HOTAS, I checked it out, but for some reason the HOTAS...
Argon, Flight School, Buster.
...actually interrupts some of the keystrokes, so I'm back to mouse and keyboard, which is okay. It's still cool to play in mouse and keyboard. Anyway, on the Humble Merchant start, you get 2 free ships given to you. What you see above you on the screen there, the green one that's highlighted, is what they call a Discoverer. It's like a scout ship, a little small fighter. And I am currently in NMS terms, I'm in a hauler. I'm in a ship called a Mercury, which is this one, and this one does all the trading. If you're playing it in normal mode, in vanilla, without any mods, the best way to start earning money is to actually use the Mercury to start trading. And what you would normally do is you'd sell the Discoverer to make some money, because your starting amount of money is not a lot. You've got 9,463 credits, which is not a great, well, it's nothing. Same as NMS terms, it's just a spot in the ocean. There's hardly any money at all. But me, because I'm playing it not normal way, I'm playing it my way. Again, I must need to reiterate, this is not a tutorial. I can't, I'm not very good at teaching people how to play games, but I'm showing you how I play. Any information I give out, that I'm aware of, I will say if people haven't played it before. At the moment I'm pressing, it has side thrusters, goes sideways. This is me now moving in the, albeit you see this moving, but I'm moving this one at the moment. See, I'm going right, left, goes up and down on the keyboard. W makes it go up, S makes it go down, X makes it, A makes it go to the left, and D makes it go to the right. Let's go to the front view, and the mouse, obviously you press the space key and you've got a mouse movement, so you can move it up and down, left and right. Q and E keys make you roll. Because it's the Mercury, it's got very slow. Excuse me, it's very slow in movement, so it's not a fighter ship, it's a hauler. Right, what I will do now, I want to get into the Discoverer, the little fighter, but X3 has a very hard learning curve in one respect. The ships that they give you have got basic stats. They don't have all the software that is needed to work properly. You can automate trading so that the trading can be done automatically by haulers. You can get yourself a fighter and have hauler ships do automatic trading for you, but to be able to do that within the game you need special software which you can only get from certain stations which are not in this particular system. The starts put you all in different systems. The way the system works is that each area is a sector, so if I press the full stop button, what you're looking at is a map of the sector that I am in. Now if I press the comma button, that is a map of the whole of the sectors, all the sectors once you get them. There's over 300 sectors in this game, so it's quite big. And within each sector there's obviously stations. Now there's this one here which is a trading station, and you can trade goods, buy goods from it and then bits and pieces and sell goods to it as well. And all these are obviously there's ore mines, production complex, high yield, I can't remember what's in that one. When you press info it will tell you.
This production facility manufactures high yield class missiles.
There you go, as missiles. And this is another thing I like about all the X3 games. Everything is explained to you to a degree. So a Rhymes Factory Alpha, what is that? You press on it, go on info.
Rhymes Fact is the manufacturing site for the great bolts of plasticized cloth, called Rhymes, used by many races in the manufacture of hard-wearing work clothes and spacesuits.
There you go. So you can buy and sell stuff to this. Primary resources, it won't sell you, it will sell you cloth rhymes, and it will buy from you energy cells and Dilaxium wheat when they're going. The question marks, you get the question marks because we haven't got software on us yet which enable us to read what that is. It will tell you the price that they're buying and selling at, but until you get the software that enables you to see that, you won't be able to see it, and you have to buy that software from trading stations. So when you look at the sector map, the Free Argon trading station, when you land in there you'll be able to trade and be able to upgrade your ship that way. I'm not going to be doing that initially to start because, like I said, I'm cheating. I don't want to go that road. I've done that loads of hours and hours of doing that when I first played the game. I'm not going through that again. So what I'm doing, because I've got the mod that enables me to
Discoverer.
give me anything. So if I go on to click on him and go to, well, we go to orders and go to the command console. Yeah, I'm afraid this game is very, very big in menus. It does take a bit of a while to get used to it, but once you get used to it, it's not too bad. I go to custom. You won't see this if you're playing the vanilla game because I have this set so that I can cheat, and you have to go through a certain way. But if you go to the EgoSoft website, all the information is there. It's just type X3TC into Google and you'll get to the website quite easily. But that's where I get this particular software from and put it on my machine. It's done with a what they call an X3 managing bit of software which can put the stuff into the game for you. Anyway, I don't go on God mode or anything like that, but unlimited salvage insurance. Salvage insurance is what you buy again at a certain station. You won't get it initially. To be able to save a game you have to land at a station in a sector, and that without the salvage insurance is the only place you can save. If you're out in space you can't save unless you've got salvage insurance, and now I'm going to have unlimited so I can save anywhere. So I just put that to on, and you see here I can create ships, stations, asteroid, astrofield, a flight wing, create a fleet, create a ship menu, do loads of stuff with this cheat option, but I won't be doing all that. I'll be more or less starting from scratch. I'm not going to give myself any money and anything like that, but I will be upgrading these two ships eventually. So to upgrade this one so I can get into it and start, and what you really need to do when you start is to discover the sectors. Without discovering the sectors you can't trade properly. So to enable you to discover sectors you've got to fly there. I can again with this cheat, see, reveal all sectors. If I click on that, all sectors will be revealed, but I'm not going to do that. So what I want to do is add wares and upgrades and equipment to this discoverer. So I'll do the upgrades first, install upgrades. So maximum tunings, cargo bay
extension installed.
So that's to its maximum size. Engine tuning to its maximum speed.
Engine tuning installed.
Now normally you would have to go to a trading depot and pay to get this upgraded, which takes quite a lot of money to start with. So initially you wouldn't be able to upgrade it that high. Like I said, what you would normally do is sell the discoverer, use the hauler to go do some trading. You buy cheap, sell dear. The best thing to start with is energy cells. Buy energy cells from solar power plants, take them to stations to sell them, go backwards and forwards, and that's the way you start making money. Anyway, let's carry on doing a
rudder optimization installed.
Done all that. Now let's install some equipment.
Boost extension installed.
Cargo life in case I get a passenger.
Cargo life support system installed.
Now, you need that if you do missions from stations, because some of the missions will be taking a passenger from one place to another. If you don't have a cargo extension, you won't get the mission. Where are we? Cargo life support. Don't want that. Don't want that. Don't want that. Docking computer. You can have that if you want a docking computer. I'll put it on because I might show it at some stage, but I don't normally use them.
Docking computer installed.
And duplex. The scanner is so that you are able to see in certain sectors where you're flying. The scanner gives you a certain range. The duplex scanner is the smallest of the scanners, but I want the bigger one. The Discoverer here can take the bigger one. So we'll see. Explorer command software, I'll have that as well.
Explorer command software installed.
You can automate exploring sectors to a certain degree. I won't go into that now because it's a bit involved at the moment. Where are we? Explorer software. You definitely need these. Fight command Mark II. Again, you would have to buy all these. Fight command Mark II.
Installed.
Jump drive. I'll give them a jump drive. Again, all this stuff would take ages really in the proper game to get. This is why I'm doing it like this, because I don't want to take ages.
Navigation command installed.
All what you see me putting in is what you really need. Patrol command as well.
Patrol command software installed.
That noise you just heard is a NPC ship hitting a frigging bit of ore. So we got navigation power. Put that in, didn't I? Patrol command, state to boost.
Singularity engine time accelerator installed.
And where are we? Don't want any of that, don't want any of that. Special command, no, don't want that on him. Not yet, anyway. Don't think he needs it. Well, we need all these. Trade command Mark 1.
Installed.
Trade command Mark 2.
Installed.
You'll need to put these trade command software on the ship that you're flying and the ship that you're going to have doing your automatic trading. Now, to do the automatic trading, you need this software, trade command software Mark III, but you would only put that on the ships that are doing the automatic trading. And this software, when you're not cheating, costs 500,000 credits, and it's only sold at certain stations. So it's quite hard to get that to start with. So you would have to trade yourself. Now to trade yourself you need that one, and the trading system extension. The trading system extension you will always want on the ship that you are in,
Trading system extension installed.
and the ships that are doing your trading. I think that's about does it, I think. Oh yeah, and transporter device. And the triplex scanner, I need that.
Transporter device
That's
installed.
That's obviously what it says. It will transport goods and yourself to other ships that you own. And triplex
Triplex
scanner.
scanner installed.
Now all we need to do is make sure it's got full shields. So install all max shields.
1 megajoule shield installed.
And lasers, so incompatible lasers. This is the weakest laser, which is impulse ray emitter.
Impulse ray emitter installed.
Now got weapons, and we want missiles. So missiles. These missiles are for missile defense. I'll show you what that means in a second. So when you get attacked, and
Mosquito missile installed.
that's it. That's done. Okay. Right. Slot 1. Additional ship commands. This is for the Discoverer. Weapon system, missile defense Mosquito, missile defense Mosquito. That one with a C on it will allow, if your ship is in a group of ships and it's part of a team, when you group them together, if one of the other ships is being attacked with a missile, this particular option will fire a Mosquito at that missile to prevent it from hitting that other ship. But as it's not going to be in a group, we just use this one.
Mosquito missile. Weapon systems ready.
So if another ship fires a missile at me while I'm firing it, these missiles, Mosquito missiles, will intercept them. Right, now that we've got the transporter device on it, I can actually transfer to that ship. There, we're now in the dear old friggin' hell, scout ship now. Let's go full speed. And what's highlighted in green belongs to me, so that's the Mercury there. It's always highlighted in green.
Mercury.
See? If I press I now, I can find out what that...
Mercury is the latest addition to the Argon merchant fleet, and it is a worthy successor to the Argon lifter. Armed with an aft turret for defensive purposes and increased shield space, the Mercury is more than capable of defending itself.
It's cool, I like that. All the instructional stuff that you get. Now the first thing you really want to do is to discover the sectors. Now at the moment this sector is more or less discovered. We know where the north, south, east and west gates are, but when you come into a new sector you won't know where all the gates are. You have to find them. So that's why you need the bigger scanners. So that big scanner now gives me that range, so anything inside that scanner I will discover. Anything outside you can't see. Visually you can see it in the distance, but on the scanner itself it won't come. So the first thing you ought to do is to open up all the sectors. So let's go to the southern bay. If we click on, we can do it automatically. If we can get to the gate, if it's highlighted for us and we see it in our system like there, we want to go to the south gate, click on it, it's Argon Prime, so we can auto fly through it. So just click on that and your ship will automatically go through it. You don't have to do anything. And what you want to do, like I said initially, is to try and open up all the sectors, which is what I can really want to do now, so that I can get my trader, the Mercury, to start trading. I need to put the software on him, which I haven't done yet, but I will do that later. But now what I can do, I can click on him, give him orders and get him to follow me.
Command accepted.
And he will now follow me. Now if I target him, what's it? Insert.
John Furco, Mercury.
Yeah, I've got him. Now I've got him. Now I need to put him on camera, so to speak. So if we go gameplay, left monitor is closed. Go auto target. And he comes up there. There's my Mercury. While I have him on the monitor, I can watch him. Or I can press F3 and it'll be watching him. He's following me, you see. So he'll follow me all the way. Albeit he's very slow. Much slower than I am. Now to make it go quicker, if I press J, I'll go into SATA mode. Which I can do it 10 times my speed. At the moment it's only 6 times. But this is dangerous with other ships around, because you can crash into them, and you can your ship can crash as well. But so SATA needs to be used very, very carefully.
Entering system Argon Prime.
Here we go. We're in the Argon Prime system, and in Argon Prime there should be, yeah, there we go, a shipyard. That's where you can buy ships from, and an equipment dock where you can get equipment for your ship. Obviously you need money to be able to do that. So this is what we've got to do. I do like the music as well. Each sector has its own style of music. This is cool. What I'm going to do now, because it's 27 minutes in already, I will let the ship land at the trading station. See the red icon? Now I can actually comm that station, that particular station. If I click on it
Argon Trading Station
and go to comms,
you are talking to the automated interaction system. Make your request.
I can then speak to this guy where the icon is, and he'll give me a mission.
Spit it out, pilot!
I've heard you're looking for help, and obviously it's to protect him. I'm not going to do that right now, but then you click on that and then you can accept the mission, and some pirates will come and attack the station, and you've got to kill them before they do any damage. But I'm not going to do that yet. What I want to do is actually... Oh, yeah, you see that's my guns. I accidentally fired them. I want to automatically land. So auto dock.
Autopilot activated.
Once I get to a certain distance I can automatically dock, but I'm going to let it dock as usual because I want to watch it.
Autopilot off.
I hit the middle key button by accident. Where are we? Auto dock, there we go.
Docking granted. Autopilot activated.
Now I can speed it up just pressing the J button, and it'll speed it up. I can multiply that to times 10, but I'm leaving it at 6 for the moment. And it'll automatically dock for us. Come on, stay in SATA. And when we land I'll call it here. I'm looking forward to playing this again. I mean, it's another learning curve for me. I've got to remember everything again. I would have forgotten loads of stuff. But yeah, considering how old this game is, it was released in 2008, but the graphics are really good for its time. And the gameplay itself is quite good as well. And there's my lights to landing. And I like the computer voice in the stations. A lot of people don't. Some people say it gets on their nerves when you read the forums. Well, I actually like it. She reminds me of that Welsh girl in that holiday program. What was it called? I can't remember. She was always on the tannoy. It just reminds me of her. It's cool graphics for its time.
Successfully docked.
On behalf of our President and Senator, the Argon Federation welcomes you aboard.
Connection to local trading network established.
And here's where you can trade. There you go, so you can sell them
Argon
some.
cloth is one of the most versatile items to be found throughout the X universe. It is traded in great bolts of cloth known as rhymes, produced by merging the stems of Delaxian wheat with various animal fat-based oils. It provides the raw materials for hard-wearing and durable clothing, such as work suits and leisure clothing.
This is what I love about this game. Again, like I said before, that it explains everything that if you hover over it and click it. And down here is where you get your upgrades in the normal mode. You'd have to pay for it. See, it's 1,000 credits just to do the smallest bit of extension and engine tuning and rudder optimization. I've just done that by cheating doing it. So I'm fully done. See, I can't do any more.
Your cargo bay will be extended by a certain amount of...
See, same as engine tuning and rudder optimization.
This service is a time-limited special available only now. Specialists in rudder control will hand-optimize your ship's maneuver engine to make it easier to control than ever before, allowing for complicated maneuvers and advanced tactics.
That's the menu for that. That's cool. I'm waiting for the computer to say something. To hear her voice. She should pipe up in a minute. And where's my ship at the moment? My hauler? Still following me? It will follow me and land at this station. Your Mercury's. Follow your discovery. Oh, it's coming to this Argon Prime, so it's in the same sector as me now. And it will end up landing where I am now. It will dock to this station. Anyway, guys, I'm going to save it here. I think it's automatically saved because I didn't, or did it? Yeah, I think it automatically saved, but I'll put... There we go,
Attention.
here we go.
Last call for passengers for flight 629. Please proceed to gate 8 immediately.
I love her voice. And she says some funny stuff sometimes about lost children and shit like that. It's really cool. Anyway, let's do a save. That's it, saving the game. And yeah, it was a bit... not really much there in this video, but just explaining a little bits and pieces. The next one I'll be a bit more advanced in the game because I'm not going to record every bit I've played because it's so convoluted, there's so much involved. I've got to do it in bits and pieces. So I thank you if you got this far. I do hope you enjoyed this little bit, albeit it wasn't that much. But again, I thank you and I'll catch you in the next one.